Hello, Divine Sunshiners. This is a general purpose reading for a client, and I'm going to name it How Sweet It Is. Okay, so um, with this, I'm going to start off with past lives because I'm going to do it all over. It's more heavy on the purpose, though, on this reading. Okay, so let's start back in the past lives with her. Let's look for three main themes of, of her past life. This filtrating and playing a role as to her life today. What are the three main themes? That is, ooh, a role in her from her past lives until today. Three things. Okay. Three main roles. Three main themes. Past lives is playing the theme is her today. Okay, Angels, just one card for me, thank you. What is it? Ooh. Okay. All right. Let's see. That one. Okay, let's not. Let's see. We got a lot of things here. Okay. Egypt. Okay. I just wanted to clarify on that one from past lives. And can I get a clarify on this phobia? From what past life was that? Excuse me. Too many. Oh, okay. That makes sense too. All right, so. All right, so here is your past life themes that are bleeding into now, that is filtrating into what you are now, that's playing an active role. So we have some phobias. So some phobias from the past is also kind of playing a role as to your life today. Either some phobias was inflicted on you then, or you had a lot of phobias you were portraying out, and then also maybe those phobias might be also portraying into your current life now. Somebody having a phobia about different things, not I got just phobias about different stuff, beliefs, also things, objects, things of that nature. So that's what the phobia is. Now the phobia is, now that's funny, they have this love life. So it's a phobia from your past life that had to do with the way you love, or your love life. Filtrates together. This came together. Okay, this came. I asked for clarification on this. Where's the phobia? The phobia of your love life. Okay. You have also back in the past some issues with the father. Okay. Don't know if separation wasn't there, whatever. But this is also bleeding into now, your present life. It started off with vows. So I don't know if maybe in the past life you were in the monastery, very heavily spiritual. You took vows with God. You and God were partners. So that took on a something very prevalent as to what you're doing now. I asked, what did that mean by vows? It asks for, I got clarifications. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I know a little bit about Egyptian history. So you got Egypt. Okay, so maybe back then in Egyptian times, I was going to say maybe you might be an Egyptian priestess or something of that nature that took place then. Uh, However, you got here your vows. We know when they took vows then. I see finances there. A lot of times back in historical times, bleeding through all the different lifetimes that finances, sometimes you took a vow of charity where you just went on here and you just didn't need no money. You just live off and said, me and God got this, and we just gonna, he gonna prepare the manna from the sky. I don't need to know about my daily bread because God supplies my daily bread because I took this vow. So something about your finances back there in the past. But they also say farming, okay, which is interesting. Maybe this might bring in your love for animals. But then we know back then in Egyptian times they had different hierarchies, and they did have peasants and farmers. So maybe back then you were also a farm, had a farm back then. You own land back then too, in Egyptian times, because you got the kings, the queens. I'm picking up other lifetimes. That's medieval. Noble, the farms, the peasants, those things. So that's why I'm thinking that the feudalism system, that's what I'm picking up on this. So you was a farmer. So you always had, if you was farming back then, you had money issues back then. And this lifetime you pick back here with taking the vow, ain't no money. So might be now, filtrating now, you got a little struggle with the finances now because all these past lives, things have went to play. Okay? That's one. So I'm going to keep these here. All right. So now let me go to the Akashic Records and let them tell me. So your Akashic Records is like your purpose, your blueprint for what's going on now. How's your life supposed to go? So how did all these things in your past life, how did it also design and to be the architect of your life now? Okay. Just need 3 cards. Okay, it's like you popped up right there. How does those 3 things help today? Okay, all right. So let's see how that does with vows. 2 cards came out for this. Ah, I love it. Okay, nice connection. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this book here just for clarification. So when we're talking about the influence of your past life, filtrating now your phobias, the phobias of love life, of how you love. There was phobias back then. You have fears about it. It's becoming now, your blueprint is like a chess game. So we're saying which one you have to strategize. Which one is the best? The knight takes the king, or the king takes the queen, or whatever it is. I'm not a chess player on that, but I definitely know that you've been very strategic because you've been having phobias about love as to what's your next move in your love life. So that has played a blueprint on you being very strategic as far as you picking your lovers, how that goes. So it's like a game of chess. Okay. As far as your father, with that, the Akashic Records is saying that it's a treasure. Now, your father could be like a treasure to you, okay, or the way you view your father. Now, it looks like your father kind of went through some things, according to this. I'm seeing some stuff kind of turned over, some money spilled, some frivolously spent ways when it came to money. Kind of like not, I see the cup is bare. I see some traveling. Maybe he left. I'm seeing there, these is not the best living conditions. I can tell you that. Although it say treasure, but everything in here is the opposite. You could be like some people say, we were poor, but then, you know, it was still the best of times with that. Things weren't going. as it was. Some things was an illusion because I see the moon back there in the background in the coming from the windows, doorways, open doors, opportunities with him. Some say missed opportunities with him. Always an exit. And that's what it's saying too. Look away for ways out. So it looks like to me he looked like he's looking for ways out, either through money or whatever. So his life has been a little chaotic. This whatever the Akashic records is saying, it's been kind of chaotic on that one. Let's look at your vows. Now this is interesting how this came out. This is your vows here, okay? Then it says, according to your Akashic records, it's saying that a Buddhist priest prepares. Okay, so maybe you might have been a Buddhist priest too. But Buddha also, and that's funny, some told me to bring my Buddha down today for my thing. That's interesting. So Buddha is wisdom. So you're getting a lot of wisdom, a lot of downloads. You know a lot of things from your past life that's helping you. So you're an old soul. You're not a new one. And then also initiation and the Count Saint Germain. Saint Germain, we know he is for forgiveness. I say his prayer all the time. He would look for also the violet fire to be around you. So when people do things to you, that you burn it up into this violet fire, and you just go into forgiveness, where you come into that real, true Christ consciousness, where everything, you love everybody, you love your brothers, if you love yourself, and no matter what they do, you are really truly practicing unconditional love. And this is what Saint Germain is. So if I was you, I would look up Saint Germain. I don't know if you're doing work with him or not, but I would definitely pray and deal with him, do his prayers. You can YouTube him, or you can go on online. Oh, I see a flash of purple when I said that, so that's on point. Do that and truly work with him every day. And I'll tell you some ways of how you can do that, to do that. But go with Saint Germain. Say his prayer every day. See yourself in the violet flame, from starting from the floor all the way up rising, and you just in all around. You see just flames of violet fire all around you to burn off all that forgiveness, because probably you're going to need him also dealing with this father issue that you have here. Okay, let's go on to your purpose. So what is your purpose? Let's see. Can you tell me what is your purpose? Right now it's saying yoga. So your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercises. That's interesting, because what's going on, and that probably would also help you for building a stronger body, helping you to stretch. I've seen videos with a man that he was paralyzed, wasn't able to walk. He had a little bit of mobility in his legs, but once he started using yoga, he started losing weight. He started building strength, because I think they told him he would never be able to walk without the assistance of a cane or something else. So this is good for also building your mind, body, and spirit. Okay, that's good. I want 2 more, please. Tell me, what is her purpose? What's her life purpose? You got the same thing. That's interesting. Aha. Okay, I'll take those out too. Okay, right now. Oh, I got 2 of them. Okay, that didn't go, but that's all right. All right. So, It say right now your purpose is dealing with animals. I know you personally, so I know you already have animals as well that's in your life. So they said that's going to help you. It say you understand animals, communicate with them intuitively, trust your inner guidance as the animals are part of your life's work. So you should always have some type of animals around you because that helps you with your energy to heal, to deal, and to get intuitively. So they're helping you. They're like little instruments for you. Okay, 3 cards jumped out as far as your purpose, which is interesting. It said crystals. Your connection to crystals and gems is a channel for healing energy. So continue to look at, this is amethyst. Keep on looking at dealing with crystal work, collecting you a collection of crystals in your room. Have your altar towards that. That will also help you with your purpose. Get those energies around you. So do some more study into crystal work. You're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. This is beautiful. Your intuition is like really like off the chart because it's like right here you got the amethyst here, here, and you got a rainbow. This is beautiful. All of the, so it already tells right here that you already divinely, he's already tapping into you and guiding you, the universe, as to what things spiritual you need to do. You have even your wings of going up on higher levels. You probably be able to do some 4D, 50 dimensional stuff too, because you're on a higher level. This is up there on high. That high is serving my head is itching, so that's a sign too. For that, so you're already getting the downloads from spirit telling you what you need to do. So keep doing whatever you're doing because it's working. And I've seen, and now they say the same thing because it is working. I was about to say it's working. Please do not change anything. Don't go changing to try to please anybody. Keep yourself the way that you are, okay? Because you really are in divine light. Everything is flowing through you from the universe, okay? And then it's also saying writing. That's interesting. I mean, you got a lot of wings. I'm picking this up. You might be an angelic worker or a light worker. You got a lot of light. Yeah. You got a lot of angels. You need to really be doing a lot of angel work with you because you got a lot of angels. I mean, every last one of these purpose cards has an angel with wings in it. Every last one. Every last one. Every last one. You have angels down here. So you're right. And say you heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. So keep on with anything. If you do poetry or if you do anything with writing stories, you heal yourself through that. That's your therapy. That's almost like my always say, I get therapy through my arts. Okay, so you get healing through that. So that is another thing that I would say to do as far as that. Just stick with that writing. That it is helping you. So right now, your purpose is leading you to the to that. Okay. Because your words will heal. So that's what it's saying there. You still can do amongst things, your art or whatever like that, but it's saying that that's also, you're going to have to find a nice kind of balance to do your writing as well as that. Let me see, is there anything else that they want me to know for you? Let's see what some of your life changes are. Okay. What is Summon Line? Let's do a past, present, and future life changes for her. One more, please. Okay. Okay, reverse. Who is you? Okay, I take that because you was out and you intrigued me too. Okay, so. Come on. Thank you. Goodbye. All right, so. First thing, in the past, you had some health care change. Okay, so something dealing with your health has been an issue, or either you also taking care of being health care. Caring for others also could be that too. Has changed. That's been part of your past. Right now you're doing some grief work. Oh my God, this almost would make me want to cry. So right now in the present, right now your life changes. This is you going through some grief. You're grieving. This came from the cards. I know you personally, and I know you're going through 2 great losses. Real 3. The other one, and these 2. This presently that's happened. So you doing a lot of presently, a lot of grief. Work through that, and you've got to heal that through love. And you got to heal that by getting grounded and rooted, because you got the red there for this butterfly. But you're going to transform and become a new creature through that. This one, your health care in the past, you were working with your solar plexus, which is your power. That's the yellow. And your intimacy, how you relate with others. Heart chakra is in the background too, but it's not really what's forefront. What you got your healing through was that your orange, again, your sacral, your intimacy, how you relate to others, and your yellow, which is your solar plexus. Yeah, the grief work. Do they have anything about that? I'm going to come back to the grief work because they might have something nice to say. Right now in your future, you got to deal with your finances. You got to weigh how you communicate it. You got to work with spirit to get in it. You got to find a higher love for whatever, a passion for whatever it is to help you bring in these finances. And also your heart chakra, like the Akashic records say. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't say Akashic. What in the heck? With that, you got to find a strategy, and this is popping up from them. Come on. You got to strategize also on that. Your key to your finances, since it says treasure, is through you healing the issues with your father. Treasure, finance, treasure. Where do you find your treasure? Your buried treasure is in your father. So you got to work with that. Ooh, see, 22. That's a good sign. Love you too. Okay. That. Also, heavenly signs. Look for it. Since you are a person that gets you on the right path, and I'm seeing you getting downloads as to whatever, look for heavenly signs. Look for signs all around you that's going to help you to know that what? You're on the right path. Okay? So, this is a beautiful butterfly, isn't she? I'm going to say she's she. Just beautiful. Very. This is your manifestation. Blue, that light blue there, that turquoise is kind of that. Your intuition is going to lead you. All this white, that's spirit. A little bit of traces of how you communicate things. How they communicate it to you, how spirit brings it to you, how they manifest these heavenly signs. Okay? So, this right here. So, all that together. But I picked that up very strongly. Your finances can be healed through this. Your father. Okay? And you also got to heal your finances. Look, I just looked at this. Finances came back there when you was taking vows of having no money. And on the farm. In Egypt. So you got to go back to Egypt and go clear that out. Maybe take you a trip to go to Egypt. I love that. That's one place I really, truly wanted to go to. Okay? That's that. Very good. I feel that. Okay, let's give you some parting ways. Oh, did you say a little bit about... Okay, let's look and see. Just dab a little bit into the romance. Let's see what's happening with you with the love a little bit. Very good. Oh, I love this reading. Right, spot on. Especially when that grief. I mean, you can't beat that. I mean, I sure didn't. Did you see me? Like I put it on there so, you know, flip out. This is you. Right there. I can't do it. What did they say about grief? I forgot. I did say I was going to read that. Because it told me something about some healing in that. what I was going to read. Okay, here we go. This card signals that your heart needs some healing from one or more losses. There's grief work to be done as a way of moving forward with your life. Already you can think of how this specifically applies to you. Unhealed grief is compounded by each subsequent loss. Although it's uncomfortable to mourn and cry, sometimes this is the only path to healing. That's why it's best to heal with an experienced grief counselor, grief support group, or trauma-trained therapist. Loss is one of the more painful processes of change. That's true. Yet it can also help us develop compassion and more appreciation for life. Other additional meanings that card can mean: changes that feel like a loss, a calling to be a grief counselor, performing a eulogy, or comforting a grief-stricken friend. Now that jumped off the page, grief counselor. You might through you having all these spiritual gifts here, you might be able to help find your way of maybe being a grief counselor some kind of way, because you got a lot of spiritual gifts with that. So that jumped off the page when it said grief counselor. Look into that. Might want to check it to see how you can help people that way. Let's see, what did I want to go next? Oh, I was going to see about romance just very quickly. Okay, do I want to see where you are right now? Let me see where you are. And they're going to finish with romance, and that might lead into that. Okay, so let's see what's happening with love. What's in her heart space right now? Okay, what's in her mind space? I said heart. Put this down. Heart space. What's in her mind space right now about love? Okay. All right. So right now, what's in your heart space is forgiving and learning. So right now, you're forgiving and learning about some things. Some things, when it comes to your love life, looking here, you're kind of looking off. The man is kind of looking off to the side. The other person is begging for forgiveness. It looks like the person is saying yes, but I'm still thinking on some things. And you got divine intervention here at play, trying to help you out with that decision wherever your mind is drifted to help to release. It says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So whatever is done in the past, release it, let it go. Okay, in your love life. So whatever it is, this person seems like they have asked for, begged for. This look like begging position, begging for forgiveness about what had happened. And although you're still thinking about it, the spirit is trying to whisper in your ear, let it go. Okay, so that's that. Right now, that's in your heart space. Right now, you're thinking about free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So right now you feel like your life is a little out of control. It's not where you want it to be. You're looking for some outlets, some ways of how you can gain that. And I told you earlier about that. You got to work with your, you have been working with your solar plexus and your solar plexus energy on this healthcare change. And that probably, from that healthcare change, it started you from kind of losing your power. And especially when you're going through this grief. And so now you got to free yourself. And whatever it is that your partner did that you feel that you got to forgive and learn about, that's helping you to not be, you feel like you're out of control and you need to kind of take back your control. Remember, right here, this is a unicorn. A unicorn has wings. This is nothing but an illusion. They have trapped themselves through their mind from feeling like they trapped. At any time, this unicorn could leap over, hop over, fly over these things around it. It feels like it has entrapped them. Work with your heart chakra a lot. What's entrapping you here? You got your arms. How you relate to others too. How you relate to others. Okay, that could go back to your phobias. Back in past life, you might have a little phobia about some people. Okay, so kind of watch how you do that. Free yourself, and then free yourself again. Do that father work. Like I told you, work on your father. Your father, I feel that very strongly, is a key to your treasure. So once you get that father in relationship and you heal that, that's going to help you to free your finances. Okay? All right, that's your love. Free yourself. That's what's going on with that. Let's see what's going on currently with you. If I need any kind of clarifiers, I think that's kind of pretty much it. Let's see what's currently going on with Sherry. Let's look at Yeah, 3 things that's going on with her. Oh, I see it's all right. I say clear. Clear. Okay, so right now, currently, that's a good thing. That stopped you from sliding. You got a lot of air. So you got some conflict, and you got some conflict, and you have also uh, earth, which is dealing with material things. So you got the 10 of air, something's coming to completion with the 10 of air, that's completion. Ace of earth, something about your material things, and the 5 of air. Okay, and that's again, that's a conflict. Okay, so 10 of air, it says the end of difficult situation, embrace the change, expect things to get better. Now, recovering from an addiction. Okay, so addiction is, anything that's smoking, drinking too much, partying too much, eating too much. Anything that's too much is too much. Okay, so it says currently getting over the addiction to something. You got to embrace the change, although it's been difficult. I should have asked her about that. It's been difficult as far as the situation of maybe getting rid of this addiction. However, you are the leader of the pack on this one. You stand alone. You're getting a lot of knowledge. So whatever this difficult situation, you're getting a lot of knowledge. Now, most time when I see all these packs of animals behind it, it's either there's a lot of ideas you had, a lot of options. It also could be a lot of friends, a lot of family that's been behind you, pushing you. Now I'm looking at these friends and family, looking at all different type of directions. So whatever it is, they ain't on the same page with you. And that might have been why it caused that conflict. You leading this way, and they going this way, that way, that way. They got all different kind of ideas about what should happen with the situation. And you saying, nah, I'm going this way. And you enlightened. So whatever it is, you got more knowledge about what's going on than the rest of them. Because they kind of in the dark. Although they magical too, which means they related to you. But they not really getting an understanding of what's truly going on. Because you're the one that's in white. Also, it can be that you're part of also a spiritual soul family too, okay? And that's helping you propel you to lead you on to the next. You got a lot of, again, heart chakra. You got a lot of knowledge about things because you got a lot of trees. So that's probably what help prepare you to get out that difficult situation. And that's going to help you to embrace the change that's coming on too. Okay, your earth, something about your material things. So here again, the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. So here you have, I'm seeing here again, this right here, this to me is ancestors. So somebody from the other side is helping propel you from bringing on this, whatever, this inflow of abundance. You got a promising adventure. So you got some kind of business adventure on the table that you would like to start. Has to deal with documents and contracts that's going to be. So that's kind of on your way. This is presently. This was in the past. So this is the past. This is what was going on in the past here. I'm sorry. Let me go back, clarify that. You had a lot of friends, people talking to other different ways. You leading the pack going one way. You got a lot of knowledge from that situation. This is the past. This is the present. So in the present now, you trying to get some inflow, some money. You got your wings about it. You ain't ready to go to the next level. You're drawing the light to you. You're bringing some enlightenment about what's going on. You got to get grounded. You're working on getting grounded, getting rooted. You got some trees in there. And you got to work with your heart chakra. All that, because your heart is right here. So you got to let your heart lead you into what this new business venture is going to be. And whatever it is going to be very promising. So it's the ace. So we know that's the ace. That's the top of cards of all. Now in the future, 5 of air, you got conflict going on. And whatever it is, this conflict is based upon you making an unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motives. So you're going to have a lot of people at play with this. I'm seeing 3 of them that's pretty much of the light. This means related to or the same. Okay, could be family, whatever. I see 3 here. Could be they got the light, they got enlightenment against these 2 here that ain't quite there. So this could be family too. They're related too to each other. I don't know what this is. So 2 of them are light, 3 of them against. So it's 3 against 2. Okay, with this conflict about some certain situation, whatever it is, you're gonna make a kind of unwise choice about it, and you're going to have to review everybody's motives. You want to know what this one talking about, what this one talking about, why you coming this way, why you coming this way. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, you got something, some situation that's going to come in the future that you're going to have to sit back and take a back seat and really say, okay, now let me use this intuition that I have, this God's giving it to me, to be able to forgive and learn from this thing, because it might be an unwise decision, so I can free myself, okay? So that's what you got to look into for that. Let me just end with one thing. 2, I don't think I did that wrong. Let's see about your hope and miracles. I mean, Lord, the universe has your back. Let's see what the universe has to say to you for your overall. Papa Uppa. 2 of them. Okay. Love them back. Oh, love it. My fearless freedom lights up the world. That goes right with free yourself. Very good. I like that for you. And then through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. So peace begins and ends with me. That goes on with you. Right path. Forgiving and learning, because you need to get peace through that. Free yourself. This grief, definitely peace through this, okay? And then peace with your Father, okay? And that's going to help to bring on these, what? Heavenly signs. And please find peace through this phobia that you have in there, okay? Through your love life, okay? And then as you find in peace, do the right chess pieces, okay? All right, so I will end there. That's a nice note to end on. So with that, this is a message for guys. Okay, let me see what that is. No, I'm not doing that. That's overtime. Well, okay, I could, but it's over. I didn't even put my thing on here. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, make each day count. Yep, if you're freeing yourself, you're going to make each day count. Okay? And keep on saying the ISIS. We're going to do this real quick, and it's a wrap. All right, let's see what the ISIS. Let's see what kind of goddess power that you have as far as what kind of energy does you need to work with. You got the same one. He's the same guy. Okay. Interesting. Must be a reason. You too need to initiate. Initiation. When you are being initiated into the divine mysteries of light, love, and power, there are moments of profound challenge. The key is to find the light within the challenge, the opportunity for growth that can transform any challenge into an experience of healing with compassion and cleverness. You will not burn during your challenges. You shall thrive. Free yourself. That's what I will end with. It was a pleasure to do this reading. It was an honor to do this reading. I would say also, for those, my divine sunshiners, if you like a reading such as this is kind of purposeful, a general purpose reading, but heavy on the purpose content. You can go to my website, www.divinetwinsoul11.com, and you can go to my Instant Go account, which is Go Divine Twin Soul 11, And you can either get a three card reading, or you can also get a phone call. We could do a reading over the phone. So in the meantime, for this reading, everything that I did here for you, I would suggest that you take those things that you think that resonate with you, or things you don't, leave it on the table. However, I will say this, that in some later time, it will resonate and you will say, oh my God, I get it. So in the meantime, stay inspired, stay motivated, and stay elevated. Namaste.